this point. Makes more sense not to wait any longer. Alright, let's launch ACC and set everything up fully. Alright, calibration. The more time continues, the more things become broken. Oh yeah, right, I forgot. I need to still pull up my chat. Alright, so I have chat now at least open as well. That's good. It's perfect. Turn these off. Put them away. Turn my keyboard on actually, and not just, yeah. Come on. Camera, front. Yeah, it's something at least. I still don't like this position quite. I went through like a couple clips the other day. And that gesture triggered this. Like, I didn't even have like more than a finger on the trackpad. And it's like, nope, we're gonna trigger this, a weird gesture. That like seemed to be a desktop on, and it's just like, why? I didn't select that, I didn't ask for it, why did you do it anyway? So, literally the one character replacement worked. Track is green! Oh boy! Yeah, that's not too surprising. We're Friday 6 AM practice right now. Qualifying is gonna be 6 AM on a Saturday, and the race is gonna be Sunday at 6 AM. So yeah, the track is gonna rub it in. We're gonna have a rubbered in track, obviously, for qualifying, except, you know, we hit rain, but I don't think there's gonna be a rain configured for this one at all. Right, that means like practice is basically meaningless because we're driving on a track that just isn't anywhere close to how we're gonna drive in the race. It's gonna be a decent amount of challenge, I guess. Because, you know, I don't have enough of that. I'm gonna be tortured enough with, you know, this thing being a bitch. Why is my heart rate again? It's way too high. Let's pause for a second. Let's get that number back down. I mean, it's still high for the fact that I just held my breath. At least in human numbers now. Basically half the number. Oh yeah, right, I think I didn't download the liveries, I just remembered. Although I think he's changed his the setup for his livery, so his livery should now actually run. I don't wanna. There's a duplicate mapping. I don't wanna. It's Neko. Where is he? I wanna briefly check on this. There he is. I guess anybody who got a new one. I mean, I technically have time for it, but also I should probably do practice laps. Get back into the non-existent flow that this circuit provides. Because screw me. Oh yeah, I think I'm setup ships with a bit of an odd choice of tire set. I'm gonna continue running 162 liters, yeah. I think that's a reasonable number.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
Drawing up there behind me. I think, yeah, that's NASA. I think you swapped livery likely. That doesn't look familiar, that livery. I thought he had a livery already, but I guess he wanted to redesign something. Unfortunately, I didn't download them then. I do like running with liveries. It makes it just look better. Like screw performance or like the potential lag, it's like that doesn't matter to me too much. ACC isn't bad like Alpha 2 about this. Oh yeah, 6 AM Friday sessions are just the worst. What's the race running at 6 AM? That's interesting. I mean, it's at least cold. But you know, it does help me, like, because if we were running at like 30-40 degrees, I would be so screwed. This car's just so dysfunctional, it's like not even funny. Oh fucking hell, Jesus. It just did not want to run a line through there. Getting this rotated is just a nightmare. Thing is, you can't run it loose because it loses a lot of time if you run loose this car. And then I completely missed the apex here. Because sometimes the brakes do work and sometimes they don't. It's fun. I like it. Now what? Pressures are a bit low. I guess I should have spiked those. I was running at normal temperatures. It just four-wheel slides. I mean, it's green, so like it's understandable. The problem is it does that at even optimum still, so it's like it just doesn't bite into the road at all. And you have to underdrive the car heavily to just not destroy the tires. 35.7 is just like not good at all. I lost time here. Well, like not for half a second. It's like it just didn't want to fucking turn. Turn, please. I'm getting annoyed already. Let's just practice on a green track. Like it matters as little as it's possible ever for something to matter. Came to basically standstill there. It's just you can't flow this circuit. It's just not possible. If I've ever seen a circuit that's just this bad. Like, it's just fundamentally broken bad. I don't think I'm at all faster than this one. 5th. And as I said, there was not much in it. Even if I corrected my line for that. It's like you just have to drive with a completely pulled handbrake to just maybe make this shitbox rotate. It's disproportionately bad on the circuit, the Porsche, unfortunately. Well, funnily enough, getting a lot of... Thing is, I was off the pace also at Hungaroring. I wasn't quite as fast as the other. I was in pre-quali, so it's like... So it's just I was very fast at... Spielberg, because it's a good circuit. You know, it works as a fucking racetrack. This doesn't. Finally, half a sensible time. I gained 1 position for gaining half a second? What? And when did you add Japanese characters to your username? Are these even Japanese? Ah, that's why. Because everybody's like within a second, within 10th of each other. So I neutralized most of the gap to improve. Well, it probably will soon. After all, green tracks, so yeah. There isn't much grip here to go around. But I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it would be to drive right now. Considering my experience on a faster optimum track. Where the car was a pain in the ass to drive and... Ah, I didn't cut the corner enough. According to translate is... What is it? Oh, I ate too much curb there. Isaac is, by the way, faster than me. Guten Tag, wait, where are you, John? Aren't you on the server? Aren't you supposed to be here now, driving? Pits, okay. Well, I mean, I guess there's not much of a point driving considering it's a green track, so... And we're gonna have at least a fast track on Saturday. If it doesn't rain. I don't think anybody could figure the rain this week. I think the admins want to actually live and not have pipe bombs sent to their mailbox. Yeah, we do have a ferry in the Okay, this jerk got way too quickly, way too dark. So like, let's get back to it. But yeah, the admins don't want to actually piss off the user base completely, considering there were now 2 infamous races where the rain suddenly came. That's an invalidation. VC for the race. You don't have your teammate to talk to? Oh, that's kind of sad. Yeah. I guess I can pull over. Although I kind of want to drive a bit. Although the results will probably be the same, and in about 10 minutes or so, my tires will just die. Keel over and die, because Porsche. That has been the experience so far. It's gonna be utterly... I mean, I'm not terrible pace-wise right now. We're not miles off, but... Boy, I'm not sure I have that much more left in the tank. In terms of more... Well, not more to pull out of the hat at this point, and... I think most of my opponents have not shown their full deck yet. I mean, granted, I'm not showing my full deck either. I'm driving for 62 liters, so it's like... I mean, I'm not aggressively sandbagging, but like... probably carrying like 10-20 liters more than I need to. But they are definitely not doing quality practice, that's for sure. They are definitely running on race fuel, if anything. I see. Yeah, my pace is already falling off. Considering the track is rubbering in and is fast now and my pace is not improving. Yeah, that's the experience with the Porsche. It's like this thing just kills its tires. I mean, the pressures are marginal on the low side, but like, boy... It's just shredding the rear... well, shredding the fronts and the rears, which is fun. Like, it's cooking the rears, and in the process shredding the fronts. I think the reason why that is happening is because the car four-wheel slides into corners. So you just cook the rear tires, and then you skid four wheels into corners. Because it just refuses to bite. And this isn't specific to green track, but this is like very likely to happen on any car. This is something that this Porsche does on the circuit specifically a lot. Where you just turn in, the car sort of tries to make the turn in, and then doesn't quite execute it completely. Like this here, for example, after the apex there. The car just... It didn't really understeer, but like it didn't like it's just kept skidding sideways there towards the track limits. We didn't quite trigger them. Certainly got close. Yeah, you can... You listen closely. I don't know if the sound is loud enough for you. Probably isn't. You can hear the tires just squealing as they slide the car, which isn't too unusual, but like, it seems to specifically be really, for some reason, punishing on the Porsche when you do that. On the 720S, you can totally get away with this completely. There's not any repercussions for doing stuff like that. Lost all my time there. You can lose or gain all your time on those two corners. Kinda fun. Gained a whole one position. Oh boy. This section is so awkward, just always to drive. Full name and katakana. These deep alpha things. Your mouth face tracking doesn't want to work. Okay. And driving the brat again. Yes, yes, I am. I've committed to the entire season with this, and like, while I have changed cars mid-season now. In 2 out of 3 seasons I've competed. This is the 4th season I've competed in VTracc. Or VGT, the combination of both. Let's come into the pits. Oh fuck. That's definitely not how you enter the pit lane. That's why it's good to practice your pit entry, boys. Wait. So I did like a good... I mean, I think I hopped on the server 25 minutes. Yeah, he's moved the benchmark even further down the road. He turned in there very early. Can't get the car rotate like that. I'm gonna watch him. He does use a bit of the track there. Oh, how competitive these laps are. Please no Punterino Tiger. No. But yeah, I'm still driving the same livery here. Unfortunately. I haven't got around to doing livery work. So let's grab ourselves a Jordan. Let's check are my audio settings viable. I guess they are probably. Let me. Yeah, I think they should work. Hello. Gaining most of his time. I mean, we're very equally matched in the first sector. Middle sector, I lose a 10th. Isaac has the fastest. Jesus, Isaac has the fastest first in middles. Oh god, Neko just slept there. But yeah, Isaac has like the fastest first and second sector. Now I'm about a 10th off there in the second sector. The second sector is probably my struggle point. Oh yeah, I have a bunch of laps that aren't particularly great in the second sector. But also like my best lap doesn't have a particularly fast first sector. And then the final sector, like... That's Isaac's. Yeah, I'm losing 2/10 nearly in the final sector, but like... I was even like with my good run compared to that. Not the one that I ran in the end there. I'm getting minus 3 kilograms on the bob, plus 3 kilograms for Calamari here, and minus 7 for Kiera. Isaac clocking in with plus 26. Often ice won't get tracked. Okay, that's a bit odd. But those specifically don't work. The thing is, I'm still not sure. Does it actually work on above Android 12? Because I know that it's there were issues. It was like an old post that like it doesn't work. Like some library got discontinued, and like it's kind of doesn't work on above Android 12. And like I've only used it on Android 12 so far. Well, all old, I think I used on Android 9 because that's what my old phone is running. God, having to use that thing again is like just pain. When the RMA process is moving along, I have to just apply some address information. They're probably gonna give me an finally shipping label too, so they can expect the thing. So I don't know if the issue is maybe not like just letting on a too new version of Android for things to work. Which would kind of suck. But it is what it is. There's rear taillights or something. This car. Yeah, it's still running here. Yeah, if the temperatures stay like they were, I've probably gonna bump my tire pressure slightly up. They weren't bad, it's just they weren't quite as good as they could be. Yeah, light graining from that short run on the front tires. It doesn't, like, the thing is, the rear tires are, like, in terms of wear pattern, they're getting shredded completely. Like, they lost 0.4. I don't know, is that millimeters, I guess? Let me just double check those numbers. Yeah, millimeters corresponds to a fresh tire at 1.5 millimeter tires consumed. Yes, and we have here worn down by 0.4 in about 20 minutes. It's not terrible. I mean, 15 minutes we were roughly running. Which, you know, isn't great. It means in about an hour you wear down by... what is that? At 1.2 in an hour. Still leaves you some room, but like that's still not great. And it's like 0.2 on the front tires basically. It's like a decent chunk less, and 0.2 or 0.25 compared to it just cuts into the rear tires so much worse. Oh. Green light, go, go, go. I guess we're gonna continue now. 20 liters into the fuel tank because we're gonna need it here. There's another click of tire pressure into the tires. Well, let's run. Quality time. Someone just come to a stop there. It's Zen. Jordan? Oh yeah, by the way, you're muted in case you've been wondering why you're not talking. Because I just realized that I've been like, you know, in VC here and talking and like you haven't replied the entire time. This is gonna be fun. And we have Sen in front. And his teammate is like 16 seconds back, so it's plenty of space here.
Plenty of space.
Ah, you can finally talk now.
Yeah, so I had to deal with something. I thought that was just Shrimp. I don't know he actually joined VC. I was myself. I can hear his voice, but I can't see him. Am I going delusional? How are you?
Alive, I guess. For now.
Damn, my moods for the last few days. That crippled.
Crippled?
I had a back accident at work on Wednesday. So 20 kilos straight to my spine.
Yikes.
So ever since then, I've been on painkillers. Yesterday was the first day I could actually start driving properly.
That's not great.
So if you're gonna ask me tomorrow, hey, you wanna do a 3-hour race? My answer is no.
I mean, there's an 8-hour race happening tomorrow now. I have no, I don't have any interest either.
The iRental Indy 500 though.
Yeah, that's happening, but like I'm not interested in that.
I am. I'm gonna do that. Or at least attempt to do that.
Yeah, I mean...
If I finish, that's an achievement.
Yeah, and if you don't, well, your back's gonna thank you.
Oh, my back... I've got a cushion exactly where the bit of my spine hurts. It's down by my tailbone, so like at the bottom of my back, just above my my ass.
Uwu.
I saw a video during free practice while doom scrolling on Twitter, which I see once per year, but it makes me laugh. The you ever see that video of the Finnish guy saying no homo in Finland?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I see you're behind me.
Yeah.
I will let you by. I will do it in a very strange. You know, that's not strange.
Yeah, that's convenient.
I thought I'd be stranger than it was. Oh, you're in the.
Yeah, I still haven't changed the livery.
Apparently, when I was doing some practice, I got some help. Because well, you remember the last time what happened, so.
Got help from who? Ah.
Sorry about that, I got interrupted. But what I was saying was, remember what happened the last time I was at Misano with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some help.
From Alex?
And let's the setup which executed you gave me, or I knew you gave me, was a bit too esportsy. Well, not too esportsy, a bit too esportsy for me personally. So we built in the setup, and I figured out what I can do. It's just practical. They've screwed me every time I've tried to get set lap time.
Yeah, the Porsche has been utter pain to me.
I like the Porsche. It might like me
Well,
back.
on this track. It's been utter pain to me. It just doesn't want to work here. Come on, brakes. Ah, and there goes the four-wheel slide. Little brat. Yeah. I knew what I signed myself up to, but man, I'm bad.
Fun enough, I did find a team for V2.4.
Okay.
As we can't run it. You can't run it due to other commitments, and
Yeah, I mean you
it's
can't run it with
cars.
two drivers. You have to run it solo.
Two different cars, yeah. Like this.
Yeah.
Well, I found a team, and no, it's not Mirror, and it's not UK Racing either.
What is left? Techno Burst?
Yes.
I was gonna joke about it, but I guess you're gonna colonize them again.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. 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 Okay. Bring a gun to a knife fight. Okay.
You know, your British people are very used to bringing knives to gunfights.
At least it's not gas. I can do dark humor too, you know.
I mean, I started today already with like I'm joking about the fact that if the admins again configured the server to have like a random rain shower, they probably have to expect pipe bombs in their mailbox, considering we have a furry in here.
I'm not a furry, I just like the Mofu.
Yes, very much in agreement here.
I also quite like the 80s music. And despite going 8 times faster, I only went up 1 position. Wow.
Yeah, and I'm somehow Paul, which is even weirder. Although I did compose a relatively decent lap together. But I think the track is anyway fast, isn't it?
I'm just getting flashbacks of last time.
Yeah, it's fast. There's gonna be improvement again, like last week.
I'm just imagining a BMW trying to rejoin the track and taking his art. Or fart.
Could be worse.
Why do I always think of shots of Top Gear when someone says it could be worse? I swear that's what they used to say all the time.
I'm
It's like
sure.
one of the challenges, and it's like infinitely worse.
Oh yeah, right! I remember now. I was like, huh, did they really say that phrase that much? And they're like, oh yeah, it could be worse. And then they do it's narrated specifically that line in post, and then it's just then they cut away to something else, and it's just like the worst. Yeah. Now I get it. My brain briefly had to reconstruct the Top Gear episode for that.
Ah yes, Top Gears. I pat the fluff. He somehow has pole. I sure as shit do not have pole for silver.
Yeah, because Asa hasn't been moved into pro yet. She held pole briefly at the beginning of the session.
I mean, there is a potential I could win this championship.
Yeah, because she probably will be moved into pro, considering she qualified basically with the same, pre-qualified with the same, basically the same time as Jojo. And Jojo hasn't turned up even for a race yet. But she is proven very much a rapid driver. Okay, that was the next driver behind me actually.
I still can't believe you have a goddamn A86 already in a fucking Porsche. You know, one of the best car manufacturers ever to be involved in racing. And you put a goddamn rebuild on it.
Oh, it's gonna get worse. Trust me. Oh, I lost all my time out of the final corner. I was nearly 2 tenths up.
You've ruined 2 Porsches now. You've had this goddamn initial D-Mobile and the other one.
I have thought of bringing a porting a different Porsche livery I have, and that is for a 962 Group C car.
Okay, so it's not the one that I think it is.
Well, I did think about porting that one, but I
oh my Jesus.
it did differently, but like I did think now about porting a different Porsche livery, and that is the. Also, I've now been dethroned, as expected. But yeah, I thought about sort of the Porsche 96 that I had on the groups that I had made for Group C car now, Factor 2.
Qualified by him,
Oh boy.
I mean, I can just put it down to I'm crippled. Look at Asta, she's up there with the pros. That's... How am I supposed to compete with her? How? The only reason I could compete with her last time is because she had a bad first corner and I got by, but she went wide and she had her big accident. And I just held the lead. Then, well, Ivano just didn't pit for like half the race and was still in wet.
No, Ivano started on dries. But that was like the wrong call. Because we had to anyway do a pit stop to change tires, so you obviously just take the wets and then drive them till the pit window opens. Until it's dry enough.
Oh, well, me and you did.
Which most people did.
95% of the grid.
Yep. Besides Ivano and like the people that screwed up setting up their pit stop correct. Besides in Dirty Kohai started also on dry tires because he was stupid. He did it by accident though. He wanted to start on wets. He just forgot to open the fuels and strategy page.
Those iRacing people still haven't figured out wet and dry, the difference.
Yeah, he just forgot to open the fuel strategy page, so he didn't ever adjust the tire compound.
Yeah, also is art qualifying you.
Yeah.
That's how unbalanced this is.
Yeah, I don't quite get what happened immediately after the last round moved up, considering it was very much noticeable. It was like, huh? It was a mistake before the race happened, it was a mistake after the... It was clear that, like, yeah, this... Even more clear after the race that should probably be changed. Oh, I completely understood it.
I'm trying to remember, so is the lead is into the inside of T1, correct? Or is it the outside?
The leader's, I think, on the inside. Why?
Because I'm P9. Now I'm thinking to myself, if I stay P9, that means I'll be on the inside.
Don't overthink it. And also, like, there's not that much to gain from P9 on the inside side of the corner. Considering especially the track turns end left and then turns right again. And then goes into a hairpin. It's like... You know, Misano, you just want to survive turn 1. It would be preferable for me to at least get onto the front row so I can attack the outside of the corner. I don't necessarily need to be in P1, I just want to be...
A 133.9.
Yeah, not surprising considering the times he was posting in the Discord.
Asa is running a 134.1. But it's like 3 milliseconds off of a 139.2. So we'll just say 139.2 for talking sake.
Okay.
The Merc has 26 kills of ballast here.
Yeah.
The McLaren has 17. Mustang has 14.
Off again.
Aston has -7, and the Porsche has -3.
Well, Jordan sounds bassy, I don't think so.
No, you mean bassy. Big, dirty, stinking bass. Stinking bass.
Right, I think
you know that song, don't you?
What? Dirty stinking bass? No, I've never heard of that.
It's, what's his name again? Dizzy Rascal.
I've never heard of that name either.
Okay. We'll play the song after.
Okay, as long as I'm off stream. The YouTube ninjas are really good these days at finding songs in the background. Right, I will lock in. I have 2 laps left. I will mute myself. Right, let's focus. I don't think there's that much time left in there. Oh god. Terrible acceleration now. Ah, that was not great, although the exit was still good enough to match. I don't need to improve much to beat us at least. But this corner just completely evaporated 210s and I need all of the time I could get. Oh, no brakes. The brakes just completely didn't work. I'm matching myself down to like thousandths of a second. Final lap. Let's do something. Oh, that's not a great line there. Oh, didn't get turned in. Not catastrophic, but like not great. Yeah, Calamari is just gone. Oh no, for fuck's sakes! Hit understeer there, didn't hit the apex. Now it just has to work in these two corners. Please be enough. Yes! Ah, I at least got P2 there, just about. Squeezed by. Oh, that was tight. Alright.
Ayo? So tight, ayo. Fuck, I was muted when I said ayo the first time. It was delayed.
I don't even know how much fuel I was burning in qualifying. Fuck, I didn't pay attention.
Burnt so much fuel.
So I don't know what my fuel consumption average was. 2.3.
Ooh.
How much are you burning, Collab?
2.4.
Yeah. Right.
How much fuel are you starting with?
I don't know.
Oh my Jesus.
What?
I just heard like a big gust of wind come from your mic.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry, I breathed. I did like. I just.
Yes.
I just spat.
You just
breathed.
snorted the mic or something.
I just breathed out aggressively. Alright, I think I'm starting with 48 liters. Honestly, I don't have the time to even calculate. I'm just gonna start with like I don't know 48 and then like just take fuel on the middle and because I have a fuel calculator anyway, so I can just take as much as I need then.
Oh, how adorable. My man has got a calculator.
Yeah, my dashboard calculates the fuel for consumption. My fuel needs for me.
My fuel needs.
So.
Oh, fuck.
Alright.
I'm not. That was not sexual. That's an actual pain.
Oh yeah, Rossi is here tonight. It's just it's like Rossi, who was like the last pro in terms of pre-qualifying, is 7th in front of Kohai. Kohai is probably also someone who needs to go into the silver class, but hasn't been moved yet.
Can a crippled me do my op shit? I'm on the pit under. That was not a good start.
I mean, at least the race hasn't started yet.
I say to myself, why is everyone absolutely blasting away? Oh, I'm only going 50 kilometers an hour.
Doesn't the Ferrari also, when you turn the pit limit on, overlay the entire dashboard, basically?
No.
Because if I turn the pit limit on in the Porsche, it's basically like it's just a full-page ad.
Full-page ad. It's a billboard ad.
Yeah, I mean, it turns just a green screen on.
Why is he overtaking me? I'm nervous about it if I actually hurt myself while racing. I maybe shouldn't race, but
Yeah.
I have not consulted a doctor, so I do not have a medical professional.
This is not. This is not financial advice. We are not medical professionals.
So if you have injured your back, consult a medical professional before you consider racing.
Probably a good
I
idea.
haven't because I'm lazy and ain't nobody got time to go to the doctors. Especially how bad the NHS is nowadays. I'm more likely to have a whole new spine implanted in me by the time I'll get my actual back checked out. I've got loads of Yukai cars ahead of me and around me. That's a Technoburst car. That's Seiko Kiza. No way. Why are they going in the middle of the track? It is literally the formation lap. I'm scared I'm getting punting T1 by the way. Absolutely terrified.
Fair enough, I suppose.
I love when the cars ahead of me are brake checking me.
Hi, Billy.
Good luck.
Gonna need it. Calamari got a bad reaction. Oh, there's an accident. Yeah, I think Calamari just got taken out by Chiara in turn 3. Chiara was very aggressive there on the start. Now that's a lot of pressure off me. Obviously, we still need to drive very carefully. This car shreds tires, so just take it easy at this point. Don't overdrive it. Oh, that answers it. You're running P7. Only Asa and Silver in front of you. And we know what that means. Although you should probably defend against Core High, because he might be moved obviously to Silver in the future. Jordan, are you muted or something? No, just keep driving. You don't want to talk. How's the fuel mileage looking for me? This is my expected cruising speed, effectively. 346. Calamari even in the race still? He must be outside of the top 10. Where's Emilia? Well, good question. If, you know... I know Emilia definitely made a setup for this race. Considering Jordan is driving sort of a B-spec of it. Where? Well, more like an A-spec considering it's Alex Curter who modified his setup to make it a bit more drivable. Yeah, I haven't seen her. Notice I mean, I missed Rossi being in the race, and he had qualified last in the pro category, so it's possible that I just missed her. Yeah, I am holding the overall fastest lap right now. Also, Sen has passed Joe, and that's not good. Yeah, as far as I can see in the top 8, he's definitely Calamari is definitely on the top 8. Kiara is behind me. Then Isaac, then Asak, Psycho, followed by Rossi.
Livid. Absolutely livid.
And there's Calamari in P8 now. What happened to you?
Why, hit me.
Calamari?
Nope. Kohai.
Ah.
I think either, I'm not sure if it's intentional or braked himself.
Probably the latter. Doesn't help you though either. Let's get back into it. There's still 50 minutes to go.
Already made up a few positions. Me and Calamari are just working our way back up the field.
Yeah.
I see P2 for the silver class. 2 cars ahead of me. Just ahead of Calamari.
Yep. Zen. Which is effectively the silver class lead. Or what should be the silver class lead. Let's hope that will become the silver class lead once they fix. But you do have to also consider that Kurai will probably also become silver class.
Well, if he's driving like that, no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, skill level wise, pace wise, he needs to be put into silver. After all, he's basically out qualifying the entire silver field every single time. He did that. He just falls apart in the races. Because his driving at times and strategy sense is just completely shoddy. I mean, she was pretty fast in VTracc back in the autumn season last year. Definitely not that slow. Although she wasn't quite challenging for, you know, pole positions like that she has been in the last 2 races. She was challenging her out of the top 5 regularly, and what she's doing again here. She's in kind of the same way becoming a repeat Kiara like last season. So if they don't move her, she got very much half the silver title in the back. Yeah, he was slightly catching up to me, but he's dropped back a bit again. But yeah, we're only 15 minutes into the race. Not even. And there's a Porsche stall. So I'm very much waiting to have an ugly surprise relatively soon. I mean, I would like to avoid having a massive tire drop-off, at least in the first stint. Second stint is not too bad, because you can just hold position. If your tires fall off at the end of the first stint, you might just be undercut or have to respond to an undercut and force yourself into the worst tires for the second half of the race. It's a bigger problem for me than I would like to admit. Just doing it over off the car and just it's a bit much cut there. And we've gone away with it. Bit questioning why Kamari hasn't taken the shot at just doing an early pit stop to get out of traffic. Echoes in the grass there at the hairpin. Gaza. Coming up to lap. Ja, Nasser und Tatjana.
Update on Calamari, P7 overall, P7.
Thank you. Oh, he's sitting behind Rossi. Nasser bei Tatjana. Tatjana's letting me by on the straight, that's neat. It's not quite like this. Bit of time, but not much.
I was just saved. The car was coming out the pit lane just as I was approaching pit exit
Oh boy.
on track, and that car just got disqualified for speeding in the pit lane.
Who is that got disqualified?
My own Neko.
Ah. Saw them earlier on the grass. That sucks for them, they're down out of the race now. I'm sure Stuart could undisqualify them, but like, I don't think that will happen. Although it is a bit of an achievement to get. Oh yeah, they probably. Oh, they disabled the pit limiter at the end of like the pit lane, but like you have to obviously follow it there till like turn 3. So when the pit boxes stopped, they turned off the limiter at that lamp. And just sped the rest of the way. But I mean, they did qualifying and everything. That's a brain fart and a half.
I've spun. I've lost position. However, I did not hit the ball. You can fuck off with you flashing your lights. So I'm forgiving you for what you've done earlier. Ah, the modem has a better connection at Tatiana at times. Yeah, I tried to do a modem impression and completely screwed it up. But I mean, I'm also young enough to not have actually experienced the modem.
Yeah, I seem to have guessed like pretty well my fuel load with 48 liters at the start. It's gonna last me another, well, more like 3 laps. It's gonna end up a bit short of the halfway point. Tires haven't completely, utterly cratered, so like, if I had taken a bit more fuel, I could have easily run a bit longer. I think yeah, it's just coming in.
I can give you an update in just a second. Someone's in the pits. That would be Hirihara.
Yeah, as I sort of expected. We'll take down 48 liters. That will run a few more laps. Also, when you come into the pits, remember that it's probably better to not repair your damage. Probably don't have that much. But still a few seconds that could be valuable on track.
3 seconds, yeah. Not worth it.
I got my first track warning now. Yeah, we're gonna come in more or less precisely at the halfway point. It's also right at the right time because there's a bunch of traffic in front of me. What happened to Kia? Well, he's pitted already. That's what happened. Yeah, he has already pitted. I'm coming in to counter him now, finally. Come on, refuel. So, oh, I didn't get my water bottle. Well, Kimmy, you're not gonna have to drink then. There's the crew. Okay, come on.
Mandatory stop start here. Let's go, go, go.
No, I won't, but no, is it on? You won't have your drink. Right, a long pit lane exit here. A bunch of people opposite right now in the pits. Gained over a second on Kirihara for the 2 or 3 laps I think I ran extra. That's good. I just need to do the same thing that I did in the first stint, just lock down the laps, don't push, so the tires don't utterly disintegrate. Then we should be fine. Well, we have it a lot easier because of Kalahari being taken out on turn 3. As far as I could see, he was taken out by Kirihara, so... Realistically, I'm probably not even racing Kirihara for P2 here, really. He's probably gonna get penalized. It's likely Isaac fighting for the podium, for P2. He's a bit further back. Who came in also at the same time as me. Okay, yeah, for once I didn't deny being fast. Huh. Yeah. Well, it's always like I head into the race, like I did practice yesterday, I felt like the car was disintegrating tires, it wasn't doing quite what I wanted it to do. And then I was like a good 8/10 off the pace. Kalahari, who is holding the fastest lap, who did out-qualify me by 3/10. It's just he didn't catch the fastest start and got... So I was able to easily swoop around the outside of turn 1. And also Kirihara stabbed in on turn 2 and then collided with him on turn 3. He hasn't pitted yet. What I'm expecting for him again, another finish in the top 5 or so. Come on. Whatever his first name again was, I knew it last 2 weeks ago, but I forgot again. Sorry. Our local furry. Yeah, he's now in the pits with Jordan. What did he say?
Danik.
Thank you. And I think he's also Finnish.
Come on. Come on. Faster, come on!
There's pit exit.
No, I'm still getting service, come on! This is Bullscheiße. Absolute Bullscheiße.
Actually, Calamari is out in... Oh, and also has a driver.
Do I have a chance? Do I have a chance? Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Why is the pit lane so goddamn long? This will be valuable time.
How does he have the fastest lap? Because he's fast. Like, really fast. He's a psychopath and likes this track, so you know.
What was that?
What? I said,
You're flashing. Don't even try it and start on me. I'm faster than Zen. But he just gave me damage.
Did he hit you again?
No. Zen did.
Yeah, I mean, Zen.
No, Qualy gave me the big ram. When Zen just gave me side damage.
Yeah, it seems also stayed out this lap at least. Yeah, then it did come out in P3. I was expecting him closer to P5, but I guess he put down the hammer in those extra few laps when he finally had a clear track. I don't know why he didn't pit then early, because he could have pitted at like the 14 or 45-minute mark and just driven then to the end instead of, you know, driving till the 25-minute mark and then pitting, which was what he actually did. It would have made a lot more sense to just undercut the entire field that way. Obviously, he would have provoked everybody to start covering him off. I guess that's the risk. And once you obviously do your pit stop, you've committed to a strategy. Yeah, we're not lapping quite as fast as we did before. Also has continued on again. I don't know if she knows that she has a driver at this point.
If not, that's stop go 30, isn't it?
No, instant disqualification. If you cross the line for the third time without serving your driver, you get just disqualified.
She knows she's faster than me and Zan. She's trying to extend her lead.
I guess that's so.
Trying to soften the blow.
Let's see.
Me and Zan both need to work together.
Yeah, Katze hasn't pitted yet either.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Lifetime he was lying? What do you mean?
Come on, Zul. Let's work together.
Calamari running about 12 seconds behind me.
Us in the pits.
Okay.
I know you gotta drive through myself. So close.
How many track cuts do you have?
2.
Okay.
Fuck. I need to get her I need her to get
She's
another
out
penalty.
again.
Yeah, I know. I need her to get another penalty when I have a chance.
Okay.
I need her to have a Watson misfortune. Which I actively do not wish upon. However, if it did happen, it would help in my favor.
I mean, you have cursed the commentator heard before. Although you probably don't want to remember that race for other reasons.
It's funny, you know how I said I found a team for V2.4?
Hmm?
Take a guess what car I'm driving.
Aston?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you're driving for the Aston Martin team. I mean, they were... they
The
are
finesse a V12 Vantage.
a V12?
I can drive that better than I can drive the V8. I'm not even joking.
Okay. Katz is in the pits. He was leading Silver up until this point. He has to do his mandatory pit stop.
Dennis feeling the pressure, I can tell just by the way he's driving.
He's driving the Ford.
Stick my nose up the inside, show him I'm there. Come on, San, move. Move for fuck's sakes, move.
Move like Jagger.
A quote from Sebastian Vettel. Move for fuck's sakes, move. I don't know if he was driving for Ferrari at that time when he made that quote. You trying to back me up into Kohai?
Oh
Or
god,
just-
Tatyama nearly just wrecked me there. Fucking hell, just heading onto the back straight before turning into the left, just stopped in the middle of the circuit to let me by. With no forewarning whatsoever. That's thanks. They have already enough bad connection. They only need to do really stupid moves.
Oh, that was a track warning.
Focus.
Come on. He just parks the car on the curb. I just can't get by. Oh, he went white. Lovely. Simply lovely. That's like... Is he serious?
Did he hit you?
Qualy hit me again.
Is Qualy a lapped car?
No. He's fighting me for overall position, yet he's just hit me again. He's made me and Zan lose a good chunk of time to also.
I mean, you guys are, I think, 20 seconds down on her, so it's not like there's much of a fight at this point anymore. If she gets a drive through, she's instantly behind you guys. If she doesn't, she's
I have-
around.
Let's see how many seconds of damage.
It's not like you're gonna fix them before the end of the race, so just continue. Focus on keeping Sen behind, probably Kohai as well.
He's a fucking animal. I have 15 seconds worth of damage. Fantastic.
think there was a commie there that was passing it. Yeah, that's falling a bit back.
Chief, I'll be honest with you, I don't think there's any way I'm catching Asa.
Yeah, that's what I said already before.
There's no way in hell.
The only way you're catching Asa is her getting a drive-through, and it doesn't matter if you lose a second or two now. She will drop behind you anyway on another drive-through, but she probably won't get one. So just continue for now. By the way, I'm seeing now my relatives send 20 seconds up the road for me. As fast as I am, I'm not catching that in the next 13 minutes probably. Although, maybe. We shall see. Do you have sensor in front of me? Calamari's catching up to Chiara. He might be able to pass him before the end of this race. Although I think penalty-wise he probably will anyway be given that position. With Isaac about 10-12 seconds behind that. Isaac might be able to sneak a pro podium with after the penalties are applied. And the flasher is so aggressive on the Porsche. I should have to block a few of those weird people. Huh? Very nice. Yeah, well, I guess you're probably talking Twitter or something. What you weren't on there. Although it doesn't mean Mastodon can't be. Having politics discussions, which is like, that's also always not good. I had a bunch of antis in my feed. Last few days I checked. It's not too fun. Saying like censorship apologists and the rest of them. I guess the algorithm thought like, oh, you're interested in me because you might be replying to that. It's like, no, I don't want to see this anymore. I just see animated. Thank you. left in the race, 8 minutes. 25. Crossing line with 8 minutes 15 remaining. That's a lap invalidation, I think. With my one track, it's the only 2 laps that have been validated. Aside from pit stop. And just jumped out of the way now. Hit focus on driving to the grass. Touching grass is only good in real life and iRacing and then F1 2024. Everybody else?
Why for F1 2024? Is it because the game that sucks that bad you'd rather go outside?
I did see a clip of someone using grass dipping in that game. Besides the other clips of weird driving techniques that work. Where you can just max steering input into a corner to actually turn the car in. Or the wet Monaco just took your drift up the hill. Oh, dude, give me a heart attack like that, crew chief.
I thought you were a track cut.
Yeah, me too! Well, it's a bit more precarious for you, but like, still. I can see setting up ahead. Yeah, he's driving really slowly at this point. Oh, Calamari has a drive-through. Well, that changes the dynamic of this entire thing completely again. He is already in the pits. Probably to avoid having to serve it at the end of the race. Three minutes to go. I'm already halfway around the track. So at the end of this lap it will be 2 laps to go for me. Still, Kia will likely suffer a penalty for the incident on lap 1. As far as my knowledge is so far. So there's Gumbras, who is like 15 seconds behind, will probably inherit P2. Kia, I don't know how much they're gonna slap him with penalty wise. Unless Psycho gets on the podium or he stays on it. One minute 54. 2 laps to go. But again, he undoes his own race with a drive-through penalty. Like, he had P2 basically secured.
Who did?
Calamari is down to P5 after a drive-through. So he basically had P2 secured, considering that Kia will likely get a penalty for the lap 1 incident. I assume it's Kia's fault, likely. But as a result of this, Isaac will probably get after penalties are applied, it will be P2. Psycho Kaiser might be promoted up into the podium. Calamari might be even getting back up to P4. With Kira promoted all the way down. All of this does play pretty well for my championship. Right, coming up to the final lap. I'm probably about to lap Zen.
Just on the last lap as Lichten. Stay focused. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
So I put Zen a lap down. I got a wave of an invalidation there.
Excellent job in V1. What to well managed. Bring it back.
No, it gets better build-up. Probably Kyria will get a penalty, so yeah, I will have probably a 25-second gap to Isaac. It's gonna be the P2 finisher likely of this race. I'm gonna have to check that obviously afterwards. No, I don't want to say. It's about 22 seconds to Isaac. Well, we're gonna look at the replay in a moment. Calamari finished 1/10 behind Psycho. That must have been tied. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting if they give him, considering it's lap 1, give Kirihara a 20-second penalty, he's gonna end up just dropping a position to Isaac. But if they slap him with 30 seconds, which is more likely, that is Isaac. There's Kirihara. I mean, good job still, but like, it's fortunately your result will be a bit undone now. Yeah.
What a shambles. What an absolute shambles.
Yeah. Ah, we didn't get to do any donuts.
Green light. Go for it.
What a shambles. I think it's best I leave VC before I say anything on stream, which I shouldn't do.
Oh boy, how bad could it be? I mean, you had a few incidents there, that's obviously.
Right, I shall speak to you later.
Okay. Have fun.
Bye.
I think I ran on tire set 3 for the race itself. I ran practice on tire set 1, ran qualifying on 2, but 2 got reset because I was still driving. Tire set 3, that was my second stint. So, but yeah, light graining on those front tires. They got really fresh in the first stint. Second stint I wasn't pushing at all. I was just driving around the circuit. Good keeps. Alright, we're gonna check the replay because it's gonna get interesting. But as I said, if he actually gets found to be at fault for a lap 1 incident, this will probably be, you know, Kirihara will probably drop down to P5. He will probably drop if you lose the position to Isaac, Psycho, and Calamari still. Rossi is too far back to actually lose the position to. Right. So let's watch. Oh, that's too far. Right here, formation. I'm pretty well lined up here. I'm not in front of him, but like, I just got a really good launch there, and he just backs out of it. And obviously everything happens behind me, so like, let's just watch from him. Yeah, he slows down a lot to, you know, back out of it, and then Kirihara tries to. Yeah, that's. What the fuck was that a bit? But so far there's no accident. Oh! It was Asa! It was Asa who spun him. So Kirihara is not. It's like thing is, I saw in my rearview mirror this collision here happening. Right, I saw this happening in my rearview mirror, right? And I thought from this point on, it's like, because he heads off the track there, right? And I have to. It's like I'm seeing, okay, he's off there, like, a car seems unstable, but I have to now go from the rearview mirror, focus forward to my own braking point, right? So I didn't notice what further was happening, and besides that, there's another red car, like, completely far off of the track. So there's that, just for extra confusion. Who is that, actually? Well, is there even another car? Huh? I thought there was another car that I'm seeing. There's a sensor, obviously, over there. That's not him. Huh? I guess that was a tire stack, probably. I think that's a tire stack that I saw there in the rearview mirror. But yeah, that explains that. So it's Asa that took him out. So, and that's a bit of an issue because Jordan lost too much time then. Because Asa probably gonna get slapped for this with a 30-second time penalty. But Jordan finished 31 seconds behind her. So, yeah, she's gonna keep the win there, effectively. Despite, you know, murdering the leader. Although, she will probably be actually finally moved into pro. Like, that needs to happen. But yeah. Oh, come on! Like, spins him out, hits him a second time, and then goes for the third time to finish off. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Like, he gets completely roughed up there at the start. Qualifies on pole. I get such a better launch than him. Like, he's rolling here. Yeah, he's not reacting badly, it's just... I guess the Porsche just has a good launch. And it's not like he's taking it easy into... I mean, yeah, he's kind of taking it easy. Because he knows I'm going side by side with him, so it's like... But he's just... Yeah, he did break a tad bit early for this. And then obviously he gets just utterly dived by Chiara there. I was fearing for my life that... There was a bit of a bump there, but like... Honestly, there wasn't too much. Barely felt likely. And then obviously Asa just did a dunce. And then he spun. Does he get hit another time? Wow! No one hit him further. Despite him sitting at the middle of the track now. That's impressive, but like that just sucks. Boy. And this guy recovered within 10 seconds of me, by the way. He recovered within 10 seconds of me. Like, if I hadn't passed him into turn 1, he would have been gone by turn 3, basically. This would have been GG, a race done. He would have been gapped me by the end of the lap by like at least a second. Of the 3 laps by 5 seconds, like he would have just been gone. Except if he gets a drive through, but like obviously if he doesn't need to push, then he probably doesn't get one. And then there is obviously... So yeah, Kirihara is fine, like he's gonna keep P2 then. I mean, there was the bit of roughening up there, but they're probably not gonna penalize that. Although it did cost, you know, him a position. It's like, they might come for him, but like I've been constantly talking about, hey, Kirihara is probably gonna get a penalty. No, he's probably not. Like, there's a chance they're gonna come with a hammer down for aggressive driving on that one, but like, especially on the first lap, but... especially because he did dive on turn 2, I think more. That's more of a sin than his turn 3 collision there. Frankly. Isaac did a really good race here, still though. He got fair and square P3 there. I mean, he would have finished P4 if Calamari later on didn't get a drive through, but like that's on him. But yeah, Psycho obviously. So yeah, I mean, if he gets a small penalty, he probably will keep position. It's 13 seconds to Isaac. Right, so anything else happening further down the grid? I mean, Jordan had some run-ins with Kohai. I guess Sin. Let's watch Jordan's perspective on the start. He didn't have particularly a good launch at all. Like, everybody else just out-launched him completely. Sen makes it 3 wide, Jesus. Yeah, overslowing there. Like, Jordan slowed about as much down as Danak. Oh, Calamari. I've been consistently more calling him to Calamari because I keep forgetting that his name is Danak. But... God. Right, he does get Kohai again. I don't know, it's like at the heels of Rossi. But you know, had a very anonymous race here today. Very similar, you know, to my Imola round, besides me, you know, causing a massive shunt in turn 1. Yeah, that happened. Like, the Imola was a lot for me, just overdriving the car and trying to get something out of it that it didn't want to provide. Which, fortunately, I didn't have to do today. Like, even if Calamari, even if Danek actually beat me, would have actually executed the first lap. Just stayed in front of turn 1 and then just kept chugging. That's... I mean, we could, like, actually get a grab. He has his water likely at this point. Oh, he's probably still streaming actively. Could maybe look and react to, like, his start. Be a bit interesting. His reaction to how that went. Because he's... Yeah, man, that's gotta be pain. That's gotta be pure pain, right? So when does something funny happen here? Wait, what the fuck? What do you mean? Asa still won? Yeah, in silver. Yeah, I mean, no penalties are applied so far, obviously. Penalties are applied post-race. Yeah, even after drive-through. The thing is, Asa qualified 3rd. Yes, Asa qualified 3rd. Overall. I got nearly out-qualified by her. If I hadn't put my last lap in there. She should be in pro, clearly. But like, she obviously had that incident now this race on lap 1. Which, in case you were gone for a moment. I'm gonna show that again. I mean, that's the end of it. Like, I thought Kiyahara took out Demek on the first lap. But no, I mean, Kiyahara roughed him up for sure. Like that. But Asa just did how to put it? She did the big nya, basically. That's a good term. When she did an orange cat and just oopsie daisy this one. He hit the Nandi. Wait, I hit the Nandi or something else. Oh no, I need to get my controls. I can actually stop halfway. Say that she's fast qualified and she's in the race. She's been always like this. There's nothing new completely. She is decently quick in the race. It's just she keeps, you know, making stupid mistakes like this or getting a drive-through penalty in the race. But yeah, she did keep the lead in class. I mean, you probably didn't listen to that part of the stream. And yeah, she did keep the lead of the class when she came out of the pits. Jordan came out like 15-20 seconds behind her, so yeah, he wasn't really as close as he would have liked, likely. I want to figure out when Qualy actually hits Jordan. Because, you know, at some point that happens. His son is off there. Yeah, Qualy is also not a case of like he's driving an AM, but he's like racing right now at the sharp end of the silver field. It's just he screwed up at Spielberg with the tire strategy. He put dry tires on at the start, even though he wanted to put wet tires on, so that doesn't work. He proceeded to get caught in an accident on lap 1, and then just was basically out of the race for the rest of the race. And today, like, Jordan is definitely not good to speak about him. Let's be clear. Like, he took the please no Punterino and just went, I gonna do it instead. that didn't work. But yeah, he's been very fast in qualifying. Oh yeah, there it is. Just clean takeout. Just the clean takeout. Cue the music, and his name is John Cena. But yeah, that's John put a fucking indicator on. And the thing is, this is just the first time he got hit. The first. How late did he brake actually here? Let's check. Yeah, he's not on the brakes. We're past the 100-meter marker, right? You need to brake at the 100-meter mark. He's braking about 20 meters before the 50-meter marker. This is too late, my friend. That's like way too late. Way too fucking late. And instead of, you know, turning right to avoid hitting Jordan, he thinks he's actually gonna slow down behind Jordan and just fucking kills him. Although, you know, he did actually kind of make it to the apex, so I'm kind of curious. I mean, he might just take sensor out this time around. Or he's just taking it easy. Do we have him, like, just taking this corner on clean for once? Without someone in front? Yeah, we can just check. When does he brake here? Yeah, he does brake at about the 100-meter marker, but, like, last time around here, he started braking at this point, and here he's already geared down a gear, so, like, he's definitely late. And he is a bit wide on this run already, so, like, yeah, that was way too late. Like, he's probably not gonna head off the track in terms of late. Like, Jordan was probably relatively early on his brakes, and so the contact happened relatively early on. But I mean, he would have definitely overshot the corner. Like, he would have probably stayed in track bounds, but like overshot definitely the apex by quite a bit. Like, it's cringy. You shouldn't have that happen to you. Yeah. Be better. I know there's another incident with Jordan. Something happened there. A bunch of cars driving by him. Did he hit him again? Yes! Oh, or is this the first time? Oh yeah, I'm just stupid. This is the first time. This is the incident again. I'm the stupid. I'm sorry, I got mixed up with my laps. So he's now way further down the mix, and then obviously Calamari passes him. He makes his way slowly back up the order. And Jordan obviously has to dispatch of Sen. Oh, Polish fanboy. I mean, at least Yuka does not have Greg anymore driving for them. Well, in VTracc, he still drives for them in iRental, and that's probably for the better. Although I don't know, he's one of the iRental streams of him that I watched was him doing ovals. He was just doing truck ovals. He wanted to do IndyCar at Pocono, but nobody was doing sessions, so he was forced to do something else, and he was doing like trucks on the oval. And, yeah, he did intentionally wreck someone at some point. Like, he's lucky that he still has his account at that point. Like, shit's not particularly fun. I mean, he got roughed up, but, like, man, it's like... He was definitely not happy. That's the thing, he can easily get himself into these... just spiraling pretty badly. I mean, I do. Like, one of the reasons why I constantly just like, okay, I'm not that fast, is like me just, whenever I do practice, just spiraling. Yeah, I see. I did basically the same mistake that, you know, that Qualy did. I just brake way too late. I mean, Sen says that the brakes are working on the ACC, but you know, if I would pull up now the HUD, he's probably not applying more than 60-70% of the brake pedal ever. We're like, yeah, don't act fucking surprised if your brakes don't work. Like, sure, you kind of need to lift off at the end to maybe avoid activating the ABS as hard. Or just, you know, brake earlier to not have to brake so hard into the apex of the corner. It was kind of a thing with my Porsche dealing with getting around the problem. Bad car, not ready to rotate. But the brakes, yeah, oh, by the way, I will have another race later on today. I don't want to exit, I want to just pull up my, yep, it's 2150. But yeah, we will have, I will do another Nordschleife race later in about 6-7 hours. I will put the waiting room up later. I mean, I can check right now, I guess. While watching Jordan, I get dry for a moment. Right. Oh yeah, right. The server goes up at 2 AM, but like the qualifying starts at 3 AM. Right, it's 15 minutes, and then it's a 90-minute race. But also, I will be this time around not completely driving for the. Also, I've been lost 2 race wins in that series because funny things with the signups, and that is Jimmy has switched down into the GT4 class, or I'm not Jimmy. That Canadian guy. I was racing him in another Pan Am series at the end of last year. He was one of the few guys in the GT4s. He was driving a Merc, and I was driving the McLaren. I ended up still winning a championship, but like he was putting up pretty tough fights for me. His teammate was a bit slower than him, but like I was able to sort of beat him still. He's driving a McLaren though this time. I've decided to go with the Alpine for tonight. The Alpine. Because I want to just drive around a different car, and I don't want to pick the same McLaren as him. I also don't want to pick the Merc, because I'm gonna drive that in the pseudo racing series. So yeah, if I can spread my car usage up, that's my sound. But like, if you look at the standings now, it's a GT4. You know, suddenly I'm not Jimmy. You know, has won the last 2 rounds, even though you know he wasn't driving a GT4. And that's because they migrated him, and that means all his results got suddenly migrated into GT4. Which means, hold on a second while it's fucking loading. Come on, load the GT4 results for round 1. Specifically qualifying results. God, it's taking ages again because it's SimGrid, and SimGrid is slow as hell, slow as molasses at times. I get it. Right, but I mean, there was some things that were highly interesting. Sensor place. Do some steering input. Yeah, we had a bit of an incident with Orcam. Oh yeah, right. We wanted to check on someone else, and that is Maya Neko. Maya Neko. Let's actually try the other direction. Okami Neko. Because they did get disqualified on their pit stop. Let's just watch what happens here. They got disqualified for pit speeding, so on the pit speeds, 50k in the pit lane. And use it lower down in this car. Pulls into the box. Turns the engine off. Got to up a little bit backwards. Drives again. 50k. Yep. Precisely as I predicted. And it's way too late, my friend. It's way too late, it's way too late. Yep, that's an instant disqualification. It's like, yep, precisely what I thought was happening. Because it's like... They see the pit limit light, there's a line here, and then they release the pit limit as soon as they drive over it. And the thing was, while they were driving here, this is Jordan here. Jordan was driving here and like he was approaching the pit exit. And you could see them driving there and like Jordan's like, oh no, don't exit into my path. And it's like, well... They suddenly disappeared. Because they obviously suddenly got disqualified as soon as they got to the pit exit. Because pit speeding is applied to the pit exit. Sucks because, you know, they were off the race at that point, but... Yeah, speeding by a whopping 100k over. I think it is disqualification above 70, something like that. Like, I don't know, I have to check. 50, 70, something like that you get instantly disqualified for going that much over the pit speed limit. If you go, I think up to 20 over, you get a drive-through. Like 15 or 20 over, up until that point you get drive-throughs. And over that you get stop goes, and then you get obviously disqualified. So go for pit speeding. But yeah, it's very easy for, you know. But yeah, that was obviously them just immediately out of the race. That's one thing I wanted to check in. Right, but I did also have myself a bit of an incident with Okami. At some point I lapped them and like... And he just died then. Is it after the pit stop? Probably. Wait, coming again. The Saints, Umbras, Brewfox, Bunch. Yeah, we're coming over the other end of the circuit right now. Car looks a bit second-hand. Probably gonna catch up to him relatively soon then. Yep, this is here now. We found it. Yeah, I guess the car is quite second-hand at this point. You can see the diffuser hanging off. Oh god, Jesus! Nearly took me out there by losing control. Like, you don't see too much here at the front in terms of damage, but like they just do not have drive. Also, they shift up very late. Yeah, that's, I think they're running into rev limiter there at times, but like most of the top speed is just gone because the car's just dead. It's like this like fucking surprise Pikachu. There's a car alongside you. It's like, it's not like you could see me the entire straight. Like, I'm there. Looks like you're leaving me room there on the apex, so like, go for it. Into this corner here, and I just expect you to be on the brakes at this point already. Because we're side by side, like, why the fuck are you not braking yet? And then he brakes, Like, he's off the racing line, and he brakes roughly at the same spot that I would. Like, while both of us start braking at the same time, he's off the racing line, and I'm on it. It's like, how stupid are you? Like, AU cars like basically toast. Oh, it must have happened around this time. Oh. What the fuck? Oh yeah. Oh, fucking hell. I had a similar moment with Tatiana just stopping in front of me. It's like, what is the sensor supposed to do here? Like, you just stopped. Like, you just fucking came to stop in the middle of the track, and it's like, bruh. What the hell is that? And the thing is, this is not your first season in VTracc. This is like your second season in VTracc. Like, yeah, you're in the AM class, but like, come on, if NASA is driving at this point in front of you, you know, is capable of figuring these things out, then like, boy, you're sort of struggling. Like, that's not how you drive this corner. I know, it's like... But yeah, probably this is also the lap where this happened with Tatiana. Drive here, and then you stop. It's like, what the actual fuck? What were you thinking? Genuine question. Like, just apply the brake in the middle of the... Maybe they were trying to just drive the corner normally, but like... You know, they're driving the corner so slowly that like... Did they like... Got confused? I mean, yeah, they're controller driver. Well, as far as I know, they drive from controller. Maybe they drive even keyboard, you know. There's some granularity at times to the inputs. But you have a lot of stick flicking. What speed are you driving here? About 120k. It's the lap prior. 18. Yeah, 120 through this corner, relatively consistently. Where's the lap of the... Yeah, this one. Yeah, you were brake checking me at that point. Because even you drive this corner differently. I think, yes, the intention definitely probably was trying to get out of my way, but it's like... It's just like... I guess because you saw my car being towards the left of your rearview mirror that you thought, huh, you know, he's along, I'm already off the line, so, you know, I can slow down. The thing is, you're driving further and further towards the center of the track, yeah, with your trajectory, while I'm opening up my next corner right now to you know, drive into the next corner properly. So I'm still suddenly behind you. Because I was expecting you to just drive the corner and then like get out of my way afterwards. What I get utterly not about it is like they are driving without TC. It's like TC is set to off. It's like, huh? Like I get that one utterly not with the car. On a controller with the Mustang, no TC. Like, that's just like, I don't know, in some ways I'm not so surprised you're doing this badly, in some ways. Like, you're 2 laps down at this point. Just saying. You're gonna get Whoa, Jesus! It's the second time something like this happened, and this time Mustang on Mustang. Yeah, just what the fuck? Like, car placement is just all over the place. This is the thing, they're like, did they stick flick drive on a controller? They aren't Kirihara. Not Kirihara. Kirihara drives on the wheel, I think. Psycho. Because if you know, you look at Psycho onboards in a comparison. Buttery smooth. Just buttery smooth, those inputs. And that is driving on a controller. You would think this is a wheel driver. Knowing that he probably also sets his cars up relatively not loose, because he probably would struggle a lot to correct cars. But I mean, he can probably do it, it's just you lose more time. But yeah, it feels in some ways like driving in slow motion watching him. It's not that he's driving slow, he's driving really fucking fast. I mean, he's slower than me, but like, I'm slower than his teammate at this point. But like, still, compared to like Tateyama, this is just a completely different galaxy in terms of pace. Like, what was the lap time here? How do we get here? That was a 35.8, and that's like not that fast. If we look at, you know, Tateyama here. Maybe an unharassed lap like this one, which was a value comparison. 35, 36, 37, 38. 2 seconds. Oh wait, sorry, that's not Tateyama, that's Drew Cox. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, Drew Cox. but it does give a rough idea. Tateyama actually lost the position to Drew Cox on this lap and clocked in on 140. Is this one less harassed? Yeah, 140 again here. 141. So yeah, slower than Drew Cox by like a lot. Drew Cox is only like 2 seconds off the pace. We check on Okayama. Yeah, we can do 40, yeah, that's... Drives this corner already, like... Yeah, not gonna be good. It's 141 somewhere. And he probably drives on a wheel. Or is like an advanced controller driver, like Psycho, but just isn't fast. It's like, my best guess is probably a wheel driver, who's just not good. Yeah, the inputs are probably more smooth here because of, you know, replay. But you have sometimes with rookies, it's just sometimes just didn't respond to their car doing anything times. Or don't push the car into the corner hard enough. Yeah, that was braking way too early. The upshift was also a bit strange. Just to up gears up. Feels like he's struggling to keep gears in control. Even without looking at the throttle trace here. Yeah, you can hear he feeds throttle again. He goes back out of the throttle, he turns in more, probably taps the brake maybe even. And then starts feeding throttle and the car starts oversteering because of this entire unsettling. And he just... There's a lot of lock on while he applies throttle there again. Like he's He braked, he applied a bit of throttle again. He lifted off and perhaps tapped the brake and turned in hard. And then, while he still turned in hard, he fed throttle back again. That all within like 2-3 seconds. And I was like, yeah, your car's gonna unsettle at this point. And then he just... Oh, actually, I was a bit late with my pause, yeah. Like, some things he just doesn't react really to it happening. He doesn't run that much TC, so it's like... I guess he had lost already so much momentum that nothing really happened there. But his counter steer was very slow to the event. Because I still hate this track. Yeah. I mean, you're probably gonna get away with the silver win if they don't finally move you into pro. Funniest thing is, I thought the entire race that Kirihara is gonna get a penalty for taking out Calamario in lap 1. Then I look at the replay and see like, oh yeah, he roughed him up in a bit, but then I look at turn 4. You disappoint me. Oh boy. I mean, it made my race a lot easier, you know? I can't really complain too much. You know, if he actually called a good start and didn't just get passed by me, then Kirihara, and then killed by you, in that order, then I would have had my work utterly cut out for me. Like, if he had just escaped in turn 1, I would have probably not even had a chance. If he, you know, didn't get taken out by you. Yeah, I mean, if he didn't get passed by Kirihara, it would have been a lot easier for him to put pressure on me. And then if he had, you know, not been taken out by you, he would have likely repassed Kirihara relatively soon. Although he was struggling towards the end of the race with passing Kirihara and got a drive-through in the process of trying to overtake him, so this would have not been easy for him. But still, he would have likely been able to pit stop cycle himself past him and then attack me still towards the end. So, this made... do? We were both all over the place. Well, we can look at turn 1 again, you know? Oh well. What I find amazing is that he didn't get hit by anyone else afterwards. I mean, you hit him like 3 times, but like... yeah, this happens here. Now we're gonna look at you here. Yeah, they're all over here. They hit each other here again. And you do the wise thing of braking and not getting involved in this shit. Your problem was, you brake here. And then you go off the brakes. And just roll into him. Like, everything is reasonable until about this point here. You feed the throttle, start even feeding throttle, and it's just... You know, there's a car in front of you. Like, you're sort of not quite backing out enough here. I guess you were trying to maybe cut underneath him, but the problem is... you know, he was sort of just parking the car on the apex. It's like, he didn't quite hit the apex here, but like, he was late apexing here. And that's in part because Kirihara was shooting wide again. So, I mean, if you hadn't hit him here, you would have probably gotten very close to hitting him on the next corner, because these two would have gone side by side through the next 2 corners, likely. And they would have been as slow through those 2. Also, it is very funny that he has written Nya right there. Yeah, it's an easy mistake to make. I mean, Danak, I keep calling him Kalam. Made a way worse mistake at the last round at Spearberg. This is kind of harmless in a way, but it's probably gonna slap you with a 30-second time penalty, like for this. I don't know. So lap 1 incident, it's your fault. It's like, yeah, I guess that's... I think they assigned 30-second time penalties. You did finish 31 seconds in front of Jordan. But I mean, they still need to move you to pro. Get it, Finn, I get it. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I guess it's... could have done. Yeah, it's just, you know, not. You got off the brakes and started feeding throttle mid corner there, when the car was still there blocking. I mean, you at least weren't Mayaneko, who let me just demonstrate what happens here. Why they got disqualified. $150 kilometers per hour in the pit lane. Yeah, they thought the pit lane was over. But that's just their race done at that point. They slowed down, but like, there's no undoing for that. The game will disqualify you if you go, I think, 50 or 70k over it. You're just done for. It doesn't care. Like, that's just... And you didn't... Like, Tatsuyama had a few... There were a few AM drivers that nearly took out some silvers and pros. Sensor just rear-ended hard. Who was it? Okami. Okami threw his car off the road while I was lapping him. I was like, yeah, it's some AM drivers are so struggling to sometimes get around the circuit. Where were we a bit? You know, the one I was most concerned at the beginning of the season to be a mobile chicane has turned out to be, like, kind of the least of my concerns. Where's the one at the incident with? That's probably easier to find around with Okami. There's Okami again. Oh yeah, there's Tatsuyama. Ah yeah, this lapping. Yeah, it's not the later one. Where I lapped them for the third time. And just, let's just say all hell breaks loose. Because I basically brake checked completely here. Right, here's that. Yeah, that's a thing. And it's like they're lapping 140s. And it's like... The inputs are all over the place. I had a few incidents this race, so like, you know, you don't need to beat yourself too much up. Kohai John Cena to John like at least once. Jordan is not good to speak about him at this point. Where's the incident for sensor? Here it is. Like, he's god awfully slow cut. Check lap 34. Okay, we're gonna do that in a moment. But yeah, this is here the incident with sensor. Where I'm just like, what in the actual fuck is this? Like, he just stops. Like, what? They let them nearly take me out when I was lapping them. Stop this lap. Yeah, here, they're so slow in the straight that I pass them with my Porsche, and then they just fly off here and nearly collect me. It's like, God. This is when I'm like, look, I don't have an issue with, like, the slow ones. I have an issue with the ones that, like, seemingly do utterly random stuff and that isn't predictable. Right, you wanted... American John Cena briefly, Jordan. Oh yeah, here's the state of this entire affair. Boing. That's lap 3. Oh yeah. That's him. You throw up the good at this point. So lap 34 you said. Was it lap 33 and I need to watch to the end of lap 34? So I'm 33 coming towards the end of it. Rossi is a bit off the track there. Yeah, Tatsuyama also had bad ping, which didn't make things easier at all. Candle lap choice. Oh! Well, you have impeccable timing to get back to me. I had earlier made an entire skit of like, like, with its name is John Cena while watching the swingman from Jordan. There's Okami. Oh boy. Driving just very slowly. Lag is probably more Asa here than Okami. Because, you know, it's my replay, so if I would swap to watching from work. If I would just swap to Asa, it's like she's lagging a bit because, you know, bang, but like... Yeah, he's back fuming, that's not the statement of it. He's not well to speak about it. Oh yeah, right, he did say 27 was the other one. I was trying to search it, but like I didn't quite get around to quite searching for all the way. Like at 29, I got dead. That's deeps, yeah. I should probably as well because boing. I mean, I can laugh because I'm not involved in the accident, but boy, is it, you know. Injecting Jordan into just a drift there. I don't know why Sen lost it though. Like, Jordan only hit his front. Yeah, I think Sen was just, I mean, Sen was dive bombing here, both of you. So, like, this was just, Sen would have, like, if you hadn't started the accident, you know, Sen would have probably started the accident here because he's way too late on the brakes. He's losing the rear end already because, probably messed up the brake bias in an attempt to deal with the brakes that he can't work with in ACC. Like, that car's going before Jordan even hits it. Which is why he also spins out and just gets boinked by Jordan. So yeah, there's two drivers missing their braking point, and neither of them are Jordan here in this corner. Yeah. Yeah, that's not great. I mean, it's not as bad as your lap 3, because that's just like you missed the entire braking marker, then, you know, proceeded to turn into a homing missile. In large part because you know, you thought you could actually stop the car normally, and then just Jordan started to close in a bit fast. Like, we can always talk in hindsight that you could head over here, but like, it's very clear that it looks like you could slow down. Till about this point in time where it became very quickly very obvious that this is not gonna happen. I mean, if Jordan wasn't there, you would have probably stayed on the track, but like, it would have definitely been a wide line through there. I mean, I do have to admit myself, I was having issues with the Porsche, but that was because the default setup is shit. I had to move the... I used the setup in the end. As I said, I used the Jerry Lopez setup. That thing came with a brake... The default brake bias for the Porsche on this track is 55%. I ran in the race 48.6. Yes, nearly 7% rearwards. Just to get these brakes to slow the car down at all, because it was just kept pushing over the front axle constantly. Like, you just couldn't get the car to turn in some of these corners. You were driving into the corner and it would just miss the apex completely. Like, you would head into the apex here and it would just then go zoom straight on. Or other scenario is, in case you did get it to turn in a bit, you would just four-wheel slide the thing. And this car shredded tires. I had my brake ducts on the rear open to 5, 3 on the front. If it was 10 degrees warmer, I would have been screwed completely. No questions asked. This car is barely functional at all. It's like, I got at least the best temperature for this race that I could get, which is like 20 degrees. If this was 30, I think the tires would have lasted 10 minutes at most. I mean, they didn't quite pack in as hard in the race as I expected them to do, because I thought they would shit the bed in like 20 minutes. But then again, I had basically no pressure for the entire race. It was Kirihara slowly losing like a 10th per lap on me. Like, he was sort of keeping up with me, but he wasn't closing me in. That was basically about it. So I was just able to just drive my own little race in the front and watch that my tires don't like utterly destruct themselves. I had to still like drive vaguely fast, but like yeah, but as I said, like with the incident, it's like I can see this very easily happening, because it very much looks like you're gonna slow down fine. Till you realize about 2 meters away from Jordan that, like, no, this is not gonna slow down. Jordan is suddenly coming to a stop there. Yeah. But yeah, the Porsche was an utter pain here. I completely didn't quite expect it to just not work quite as well. Yeah, because Asa had her silly incident on lap 1, it made my race a lot easier. And actually opened up the chance to win, but boy, we have some interesting tracks on this calendar, and, you know, he was faster clearly here today. He was faster in pre-qualifying by half a second. He's probably gonna continue being faster, so like I need to take whatever W's I can take and consolidate any decent other finishes. But yeah, the last 2 rounds qualifying has been quite tight, although he did get a bit of a gap at the end of it. It's still like that wasn't decided till the last 5 minutes, sort of. But yeah, I think we've looked at most things that are like vaguely interesting about this at this point. The start was very interesting, obviously. What happened there? It's gonna be interesting who gets penalties out of that. Asa probably is one of them, but like, is the incident between the aggressive driving of Kirihara gonna be penalized? I don't know. I mean, Okami is probably gonna get slapped for, you know, the brake check on Sensei. Yeah. And yeah, you did win on the road in Am, but like, who knows if you get actually moved into silver. So yeah, and then I sort of left with this like kind of bit of an issue where like Asa and you both have the pace, but like sort of don't have the craft. Like, you can't convert your results and like do stupid mistakes that end up at minimum costing you time, sometimes even other people as well. It's like, but I mean, just because you cause incidents with other people doesn't, like, just driving in silver doesn't mean you necessarily are a better driver in terms of your cleanliness. A certain amethyst. But like, yeah, there's a bunch of. But in terms of like obviously converting results, if you're fast and you just can't convert the results, then like that's you know, it kind of counts in your pace still. And Drew Cooks is doing pretty well. And obviously Sainz is doing his part. Katze is not doing too hard. Probably Katze might be needing to be moved into maybe. Oh yeah, Emilia was in this race at some point because she is listed in the race results, but like she didn't drive. Was she on the grid? Because she is listed in the results tab. Maybe she wasn't qualifying there, or like never drove. I don't know what happened there. Like, yeah, Biel mentioned her at the beginning of race, but no, I don't think there's a slot even on the grid here for her. Okami, Neko, Tatiana, Nasa, Sainz, Drukox, Sensei, VT, Brunch, Kohai, Rossi, right? Umbras, yeah. Maybe if we check one of the other replays, she's also probably listed. She probably was on the server, she just didn't race in the end. And that's probably the entire explanation to how this entire thing went. Right, let's see if we're gonna have a totally civil discussion in the chat in here. God, there's another ping in general. Boy, there's some stuff happening. There's a community event starting. No, it's not starting. It's announced. It is Pretender making an update. Using this should be. Oh God! Ed, 1928. So 2 minutes before the server went live, but just before practice started. Denek mentioned equally likely to get bonked with another drive-through penalty. God, this guy just fucking cursed himself. So input window duration. With that pace, you could still win. It's like, nah, not quite. Especially if you could take it out, you know. That's the old ass screenshot. That's not. Why? Yeah, there's Blanny on the. Oh yeah, that screenshot for the race stream that has Blanny on it as well. Was customed. Junior, I think some people want to get upgraded to a better class. Yes, Sayang. Oh God, that is like that's a rub in the face. Sayang, congratulating Kohai for a good race. Ah, that's. You see how many incidents he's gotten into. That's not good. Clary, yeah, now I've been further. So, oh, there must have been something interesting on the last lap between NASA and. Hold on, we're gonna pull the game back up. Because apparently NASA and. NASA had a run in with. Yeah, there was obviously the fight till the line from Psycho. I completely forgot that part. Psycho versus. Denek. on the final few laps. Now that's an interesting fight. Did they also in the commentary again say they didn't care about my finish? Would be funny if that happened again. I don't mind. It's funny. I'm sitting a bit offset, but like we don't care. Right, where's? I guess we can go with killing Murray because it gives us another idea. So there's Psycho in front. There's NASA here. Heading on to the final lap. NASA is now letting Psycho go, but obviously catching Danak out. Look, you didn't get really that much into the way. It's like, yeah, you could have obviously let both of them go, but like, this is honestly, like, you can do so much worse. You very much still try to get out of the way. Like, it's obviously awkward. Because you let one of them go and then suddenly, like, the other one is like, oh boy, fuck, where do I go, And then you're just like... Like, it's awkward to say the least, like, you definitely inconvenience them. Like, in the grand scheme of things. Like, you can do so much worse. It's kind of like... Like with the other AM drivers, what they were doing in this race, it's like, this is like... It's a mistake, it is a tiny mistake. Small misjudgment. That caused probably you more grief than anyone else. Psycho off the track there. Oh boy, oh! Fucking hell there. Okay, he's trying to, you know, try a drag race here, but then, like, obviously doesn't get alongside Psycho. And a bit of lag occurs here. Because Psycho doesn't quite want to, you know, give him the room there. It's just, like, a bit naughty, but it didn't contact Salt. Luckily, both of them, Psycho holds it and he backs out of it to prevent this turning into a nasty shunt there, because this would have been very bad if that, like, turned into an accident. It would have been interesting to know if he would have, you know, been able to outdrag him to the line. It would have been close for sure. Like, he had a lot more speed there, but and the line is very late here. It's here. This is the line. So, like, this would have been really close. Really close, but I think Psycho would have probably held this still. Man, that's really interesting. Nearly missed out on that one. Let's... Nope, we want this test. When you rejoined, you slammed my car into the air. It's like... It doesn't like anything. It's like, oh boy, poor Rusty. Like, yeah, he was just nowhere today. Yeah, that's like... Yeah, that's like, yeah... himself a fanboy bot. He should have just off my championship hopes are fully shot. My guy, then, like, if, you know, you are fast in pre-qualifying than me, and you were... And you were faster than me in this race. If you hadn't, you know, just had bad luck in the start, you would have just, gotten a drive for later on. Pickles. Well then, I shall be back in about, what time is it right now? Well, it is, 4 hours roughly, because, Multi-Life Series, qualifying starts at 3 AM my time, and right now it is, 22:39, so, yeah, about 4 hours. So, I will wrap up here quickly, make the thumbnail for the next stream, and then throw myself in bed and sleep for a bit before we shall resume racing again. On the Nordschleife, I'm gonna drive the Alpine, and I will actually have this time competition because I'm Not Jimmy is gonna race against me there. He's been racing the GT3 class the last few rounds, finishing on the podium, and actually he won, I think, the last round even. I think he outright won the previous round, which is like hilarious. Because he's like, yeah, especially because his results are like he qualified, in round 1 with an 8-minute 13. It is now scored to the GT4 class. So like, that's like, just a smidge broken. Yeah, let's not care too much about that, but didn't matter for this. I do like to kill. Right. Okay. But yeah, I have to. They did say like you should care, but like I mean, it's 2 race wins that I had in my SimGrid results that are like now fucking gone. I just lost 2 of my precious race wins. I don't get them that often. I say that having just won a race. God, I'm weird. Yeah, 130 starts, 36 wins. Which, should be 39 upward. Not 39, 38. But, like, sure. Still, like, the last statistic out of all of them is my podium statistic, because that's something. Great feed wizard. Come on. Yeah, 130 starts, 36 wins, 66 podiums. Yeah, that's 50% of my races end up in the podium, and 82 top 5s. Like, yeah, I'm usually to be found at the sharp end of the field. I don't win that much, genuinely, because I have 36 wins to 130 starts. I have 21 fastest lap. I'm usually not the fastest. But boy oh boy do I, score at the upper half of the field usually. Right. The SimGrid. Yeah. Anyway, I shall be back driving the Alpine next. Probably get utterly beaten up by Jimmy this time around. 90 minutes of Nordschleife coming up in about 4 hours now. So see you guys then. Good night. Bye bye.